Joy Duggar Forsyth is giving fans an up-close look into her life on the farm. The Counting on Alum, 27, posted a day in the life video to Instagram on Friday, November 15, with her and her family spending time on her in-laws' farm. Going to the farm is always a highlight of our week. I love that our kids get to grow up running around the same land that Austin did when he was little, and I love watching them learn to be creative and work hard, she captioned the video. Duggar began the reel with a little outfit check that included her workout hair and a couple of gifts from her husband Austin Forsyth, a turquoise sweatshirt Forsyth bought her on their honeymoon over 7 years ago, and her brand new brown Birkenstock sandals she was gifted with for her birthday last month. "Thank you, babe," Duggar said of the gifts. As she continued vlogging her morning on the family's farm, iced coffee in hand, she confessed her morning struggle. "I had 2 flies swimming in it before I was even halfway done with it," Duggar revealed about her coffee in the video. Flipping the camera around, she filmed her 2 eldest children, Gideon, 6, and Evelyn Forsyth, 4, climbing into an ATV to go for a ride around the farm. She and Forsyth also share Gunner Forsyth, 1. Climb in, Duggar told her little ones before making their way around the farm. Gunner petted a horse while sitting in the back of the ATV as Evelyn exclaimed, "It's a nice day," while running to go chuck rocks in the river, followed by her big brother. Meanwhile, Forsyth was hard at work building a deer blind. At one point he gets help from his and Duggar's 3 kids as Duggar cheered him on. Later in the video, Duggar gave fans another side of her life as a mother, ending the clip with bath time and much-needed rest. The oldest Duggar siblings have been slowly breaking away from parents Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar's restrictive rules, and now, some fans believe that John David and his wife, Abby, are next to make a major change in the way they live their lives. After the couple shared photos from their anniversary celebration, fans are wondering if they decided to go against the grain and drink wine during a picnic. They shared photos from their kid-free vacation at home in a post on Instagram, which involved a football game, a picnic, and drinking coffee together on the porch. 10/10ths recommend doing a kid-free staycation with your spouse for your anniversary. Spending relaxing, fun, quality time together at home was just what we needed this year to celebrate, they wrote in their caption. Fans on Reddit shared a photo taken of the bed of John David's truck, all set up for a picnic, complete with a charcuterie board. But what really got people talking? The 2 champagne flutes that were filled with a dark red liquid, which led to a debate about whether the couple was drinking wine or grape juice. "I'm betting a jar of pickles that it's Welch's grape juice," one person commented. Another commenter wasn't so sure, though, writing, "These 2 seem pretty confident in the occasions where they decide to go against the grain, so it could be wine, and they won't be apologizing for it." In the Institute in Basic Life Principles, the cult-like religion that Jim Bob and Michelle still follow, drinking alcohol is banned, and over the years, Michelle has made her stance on the topic pretty clear. Back in 2009, Michelle actually protested a local Easy Mart selling alcohol, which led to its beer permit being denied. "Personally, I don't think alcohol needs to be convenient," Michelle told local news station 40/29 News at the time. "I think it needs to be placed in a place where adults can get to it, and they will have a choice to get it. But our children should not be bombarded with that. It's so close to home." In fact, there's been speculation in the past that John and Abby were drinking margaritas in a photo from their trip to Cabo earlier this year. And in 2020, Jill told People why she and husband Derek Dillard have decided to have the occasional drink themselves. "We have boundaries. In our faith, we believe like we're not supposed to get drunk. So, with drinking, it's not like we're just like going crazy," she said. "It's more socially here and there, or at home, for a date or something." In the early days of the Duggar family's reality TV show, They lived very frugally, with everything from hand-me-downs to thrift shopping being discussed in the series. At the time, the family was building their massive home, but there was much discussion about how the Duggars apparently financed it themselves, plus received a free part that was damaged, which allowed them to expand the house even more. Over time, the Duggars' money became a topic of interest for fans and critics. How did the Duggars manage to support their 19, later 20, kids without public assistance, or were they secretly getting financial help? It has been alleged that Jim Bob and Michelle received tons of freebies, despite having multiple millions to their names. When their kids began moving out and counting on, the family's last reality TV gig was cancelled, the cash stopped flowing in. Fortunately for the Duggar kids, they've found other ways to make money. But who is the richest of the Duggars today? After their successful run on reality TV, viewers might assume that the entire Duggar family is rolling in cash. Yet that isn't exactly the case. Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar are said to have a net worth of around $3.6 million, thanks in part to Jim Bob's real estate deals and other side jobs. As a whole, the family did make a ton of money on reality TV, but it's said that Jim Bob pocketed all the money, keeping his kids from earning their share of the income. This was revealed, in part, through Jill Dillard's court filing against her father, in which she alleged she was owed money from the family's reality show. Thanks to Jim Bob's apparent hoarding of the family money, it seems that none of his adult children benefited financially from the reality show. Rather, they all set out on their own to begin building wealth for their own families. Jim Bob and Michelle might have had the most money for a while, but now, their adult kids are becoming rich themselves. When it comes to conversations about net worth, it's important to recognize that no figure is necessarily exact. Since celebrities don't personally disclose their finances, it's up to internet sleuths to track down the information. However, some of the information could be inaccurate, so taking net worth records with a grain of salt is essential. With the Duggars, there's another wrench in the works when calculating net worth, in part because the family appears to enjoy gifting land and homes to one another, or selling them for far below market value through trusts. That means that the properties Jim Bob has sold to his kids for mere dollars will skew their net worths lower. Plus, there's the possibility of overestimating someone's net worth due to a lack of information about their earnings. Various sources also report the Duggars' net worths at vastly different amounts, so guessing a range is likely the safest bet. According to multiple net worth estimates, the richest Duggar might be surprising. As of August 2023, the richest Duggar appears to be Jill Dillard, with anywhere up to $7 million to her name. Knowledge states that Jill's net worth is $7 million, as do a handful of other sites, though some suggest $400,000 is the current figure, and some say $1 million. Jill Dillard's net worth guesstimate could very well be accurate. She appeared on Counting On, and later filed court paperwork to try and get the money she was owed from filming. Then, she took on social media sponsorship deals. Later, Jill gave an interview for Amazon's Shiny Happy People, and she wrote a book, which could very well have come attached to a lucrative advance. Of course, some other Duggars are also scaling up their earnings, like JoyAnna Forsyth, Jessa Seawald, and Jinger Vuolo. JoyAnna is said to be worth anywhere from a few $100,000, ranging up to $5 million, the same as her sister Jessa. Jinger could be worth up to $2 million, based on estimates of her earnings. Even after getting dropped by some brands because of her family's values, Jinger managed to garner social media traffic and earn sponsorships. Then, she signed a book deal, padding her net worth even more. Clearly, though many people disagree with the Duggars' lifestyle choices and views, getting dropped by some brands hasn't hurt their ability to bank on their images. However, not all of the Duggars seem to be racking up the earnings, especially not the siblings who have seemingly settled into life out of the spotlight. Some Duggars, like Anna, wife of disgraced and imprisoned Joshua Duggar, have a net worth that continues to drop. Some have regular jobs, like Justin Duggar, who was one of the few Duggars to leave Arkansas. He works for his father-in-law's construction company in Texas. The Duggar family makes money in a variety of ways. Most of the daughters appear to use social media, book deals, and other media gigs to earn money. Most of the Duggar boys hold regular jobs, such as in construction companies or in real estate.